250,000 people came to Washington in August 1963 to hear Martin Luther King demand equality for black Americans. The rally marked a turning point in the civil rights movement, forcing it onto the national agenda.
You recognize who this is?
Eleanor Holmes Norton is now a member of Congress, but 50 years ago she was just a young protester. At the time, racial segregation was the law in many US states.
We had spent 10 years in demonstrations that had swept through every single southern state. There was really no place else to go. We needed remedies. There were no remedies in the South, there was only resistance.
Less than a year after the march, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act, which outlawed racial segregation. But half a century on, black Americans still have catching up to do in a number of key social indicators, and progress towards equality has slowed in recent years.
50 years after the March on Washington, African Americans still have a significant way to go to achieve true equality in this country. Unemployment, education, housing, the major issues that seem to face black people in minority communities around the world, whether it be Europe, whether it be Latin America, these problems also plague African Americans.
For many of those who have come to commemorate the historic rally, discrimination against African Americans is symbolized by the high-profile shooting last year of teenager Trayvon Martin and the fact that his killer was acquitted.
50 years later, that you can gun down and shoot a black unarmed man on the street and get off. Is that an injustice or what?
Today, Martin Luther King's dream may still be some way from being realized, but those commemorating the 1963 rally find themselves in a radically different society to that of 50 years ago.